All right.
Okay, moving on. This one's coming from, am I overreacting? Am I overreacting? My boyfriend hasn't come home since Friday, and it's now Sunday. My 24 female boyfriend, 27 male, left for a festival around 12 o'clock on Friday. He told me that he loved me and that he'd see me that night since he had to work on Saturday, and then he'd go back to the festival on Sunday morning. I told him to have fun, be safe, and that I'd see him that night. I went to work like normal and didn't hear anything from him all day, which didn't bother me since he's at a festival, probably had bad service and didn't want to spoil his fun by trying to be on his phone. I got home after work around midnight and still hadn't heard anything. I was hungry and decided to have some food delivered, so I figured I'd call him and ask if he wanted something for when he got home. It went straight to voicemail twice. I decided to check his location to see if maybe he was stuck in the parking lot and therefore would have terrible service, which was the case. Didn't think much of it, ordered my food, ate, and went off to bed. Decided to check his location once more and saw the bus was just pulling out of the parking lot area and on the road. When I woke up, he wasn't next to me. I immediately checked my phone but didn't have any missed messages or calls. This started to slightly worry me, so I looked at his location again and it showed him at a hotel somewhere. I figured he must have missed the last train home and that I'd see him soon. I went on about my day, deep cleaning the house, doing some laundry, etc., and didn't think about it anymore. Then, around 4 p.m., I received a call from his boss asking if I knew where he was since he never showed up for his shift at 3 p.m. I hadn't even noticed the time. I called, FaceTimed, texted, messaged, but I got no response. Then, around 5 p.m., I got one lousy message that he had hurt his ankle and lost his wallet. I asked what happened, if he was okay, why didn't he come home, why he didn't let me know, was he going to a hotel, why was he ignoring his boss, and when was he coming home? Or who is he with? None of his friends went to the festival as he went alone. It's now Sunday and he still hasn't responded nor come home. He turned his location settings off yesterday around the same time and sent that text to me. I have this really bad feeling like something is off. This is very out of character for him. We've been together for 6 years and he's never done anything remotely like this. I'm worried, I'm angry, I feel like he's hiding something. I know he didn't plan to go to the hotel, he didn't bring a change of clothes or pack a bag. He just went for a day, planning to come back that night. Am I overreacting for having this bad feeling like something is very wrong?
Girl, you are underreacting. What the heck? Why did it take you a whole day? A whole day to start freaking out. Oh my god. Like, I just went about my day and I started cleaning the house. Everything was fine. What do you mean? He didn't text you? He didn't tell you he wasn't coming home? Bro, I would be losing my mind. Am I crazy for that? Like,
No.
Okay, if it were you and I didn't come home and I didn't text you, you would be out on the street. Like, you would be looking for me.
Recently I've developed a little bit of a paranoia about stuff.
I go into the store. You're in the car and I miss a phone call from you and you come into the store looking for me.
Like, did she get kidnapped?
You've done that a few times.
I used to be like the most like, you'll get there when you get there, carefree. I think it's you rubbing off on me because now I'm like, it's been 9.5 minutes. What's taking so long? Like, even like yesterday, like I was checking to see like how long Madison was going to be until she get there. And then she's at the cottage. So I know she doesn't have bad service, but it says her location hadn't been updated in 3 hours. Don't they have Wi-Fi or something at the cottage? Like 3 hours is a long time not to update the location. So I was getting a little bit worried. And yeah, there's been other times where I've been more worried about you. I've been like, what the heck's going on?
Yeah, a couple times you've like left. You came looking for me.
Yeah.
So
I was very concerned.
So I just mean, like, I don't know. I think this is a natural way to react in a relationship. I feel like, I don't know, if you love someone, like, I'm not saying like if you don't react this way, you don't love that person.
Yeah, every person's different.
This is just the way I would react. Like, I wouldn't have even gone to bed unless you were beside me. Like,
yeah, you wouldn't have fallen asleep.
And there's no way me waking up the next morning and you not being there, I would be okay. Like, I would just go about my day. I don't know. My first thought wasn't cheating in this situation. I don't know. Like,
so what do you think's happening?
Well, now I think he's cheating because he actually answered her. But I thought he was kidnapped or something.
Kidnapped?
Yeah.
From a festival.
Actually, yeah.
Held for ransom. No, I could be totally.
Stuff happens.
Yeah, you never know.
People are crazy out there.
They are.
But that now that he responded, like, he's being sketchy.
Sketchy.
Unless his kidnapper texted that.
Give me your theories.
For some reason, I don't think he's cheating still. I think this is like, maybe he is kidnapped. I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know.
By aliens?
I hope he's not cheating. Like, that would be a shitty way to cheat because...
Wouldn't be planned very well.
No.
Maybe he just did a lot of drugs and he's off on a bender. Bender?
I have no idea.
Just consumed a lot of drugs, alcohol, blacked out.
Also, not to judge, but I'm going to judge. Who goes to festivals by themselves?
Hey, don't judge. Yeah, but I was thinking the same thing.
I've never been to a festival.
But we don't even go to festivals together, so who am I to say who goes to a festival alone? I don't know.
I don't know. I guess, yeah, I don't know. Maybe you can, but
Maybe you just love music that much.
I don't know. I thought the point of, like, the festivals and stuff was to, like, I don't know.
Same.
Get fun, like, get drunk and take drugs with your friends. And
maybe
like,
he meets new friends.
I guess.
I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know. I guess it's the same as concerts. People go to concerts by themselves. Which I think is a little bit different than festivals. I don't know. I feel like I would go to a Taylor Swift concert by myself.
It's like going to the movie theater by yourself?
That's fine.
Yeah, okay. I've done that.
Yeah. Okay. People are gonna hate me for that judgment part, but...
Yeah. It's okay. People hate on me for my judgment sometimes.
Okay.
So I'll comment on this. Get his mom to call the police. She'll have a better chance of being listened to by them, even if they can do a welfare check at the hotel. Or at least you would know if he's still in one piece until he gets home and has to face the music for cheating anyhow. Stop coming.
Okay. Is there an update?
I got an update.
Thank God.
All right. Update. It's Sunday. We found him.
We found him.
We found him.
That doesn't sound like he was cheating.
Dear Redditors, let me start off with thanking each and every one of you for your concern, your kind words, and advice. I didn't expect this to get as big as it did. I'm a long-time lurker on this sub on my main profile, and it's not often I see this kind of a response. When I posted yesterday morning, I was beside myself with worry, and I had already taken quite a few steps to find him, which included calling friends and family. Many people told me I was probably overreacting and he was just having fun, but it didn't sit right with me. So when coming to Reddit, I was just hoping for a few people telling me that I hadn't lost my mind. When calling the hotel, they initially informed me that they couldn't give out any information about guests due to the privacy laws in my country. The police weren't of any help either, telling me that I should contact them again if he hadn't come home by Tuesday morning. I spoke to the management of the festival who could confirm that he did scan his ticket at the entrance on Friday. However, they work with wristbands, so there's no way for them to tell if he came back on Saturday or Sunday. With the hotel, the festival, and the police being quite dismissive, I turned to Reddit. I didn't include all these details in my original post since I didn't want the post to get too long, and I figured I could just add information by responding to you. That worked fine until I got about 100 plus reactions, and then 1,000 plus, and then 5,000 plus, which is absolutely crazy to me. Honestly, I can't thank you enough, and the responses have really helped me through this and confirmed that the chance of something bad happening was way bigger than him just having fun. After calling the hotel again and pleading with the manager of the hotel for quite a while, they were able to inform me that there hadn't been a reservation under his name. I sent his picture to the hotel and they looked at the security footage around the time his phone showed up there. Although they couldn't inform us of the results, they did promise to keep the footage on file in case the police would need it later on. I contacted the police again with this information, and while they were still hesitant to investigate further, they did give the hotel a call and request the footage of that Friday night. A little while later, they called me back saying that my boyfriend hadn't been on any of the cameras all weekend. Therefore, they could rule out that he was even there at all. Because his phone clearly showed his location being there and I had screenshots to prove it, the police realized that something indeed wasn't right and promised me they'd look into it straight away. Me and one of my mutual friends decided to start driving towards the festival site, which was about a 4-hour drive. We knew we wouldn't be able to get in since we didn't have tickets, and even if we did, there was no way to find him in a crowd of over 65,000 people. But at least we'd be close by in case we received any news and we could ask around to see if anyone recognized his picture. Before we reached the site, I received another call from the police. My boyfriend has been found in the hospital, which he had been there since Saturday morning. He had been found in the ditches of the parking lot of the festival around 3 a.m. together with a few other people who had also been at the festival. All of them were severely beaten up without any of their belongings. The hospital found traces of the same drug in each of their systems, which leads the police to suspect they may have been preyed upon and drugged by groups of people searching for easy targets, i.e. people who are alone. Apparently, it usually takes 1 to 2 days to identify an unconscious person without any form of ID on them, which is why I didn't hear anything earlier. The police are investigating further and will let us know if they find out who's responsible. We already confirmed that we will want to press charges. My boyfriend is okay now, and he's expected to make a smooth recovery. He broke his collarbone and his wrist, and is covered in bruises and cuts and has a light concussion. He came by very late Sunday night. Unfortunately, or luckily, he doesn't have any memories of the incident or the events that happened right before. I am feeling so relieved and happy that we found him and he's safe, yet so incredibly angry at people who did this to him and the others that have been found. You always hear horror stories about things like this, but you never expect it to happen to you. I'm sorry I didn't update any earlier, but as you might have been able to imagine, it wasn't the first thing on my mind these last 24 hours. I'll try to answer a few more questions today, should any of you still have some, and then I'll leave this as it is. Dear Redditors, thank you again for everything you've done from the bottom of your heart.
What the fuck? That... Oh my god, I didn't even think... like, yeah, call the hospitals. Like...
Well, that's when shit hits the fan.
That is so crazy and sad and scary.
Yeah.
I don't know why my mind didn't go there. I just automatically think like human trafficking, like I don't know, being kidnapped. But yeah,
that's almost the same. That's almost the same thing. Like trouble with like a criminal, malicious, like someone
I guess
took advantage of you. Like he's not out cheating and stuff. Like
I know. I had a feeling he wasn't cheating. Okay, so someone stole his phone. Oh,
they
the people who beat
everything.
him up.
Yeah, they took all of his belongings.
What the fuck?
Took his wallet and phone. Couldn't even ID him.
Wow. See, like you have to follow your gut. Like people, those people who say you're overreacting, he's just having fun. Why would he go to a festival, plan for 1 day, and then not tell you that he's gonna stay 2 extra days?
Like as soon as he didn't show up at work, boom.
As soon as he didn't text you that he's gonna stay an extra night, like
clear red flag.
I'm sorry, like people who say you're overreacting are literally underreacting. Like you need to react more. Mm-hmm. You're the weird one. Like
yeah.
Come
you
on.
Never know what could go wrong.
This is why I have anxiety and fears constantly.
Dude, broken collarbone, broken wrist, cuts and bruises. Like, not only did they drug him and steal all their stuff, but like, why do they have to literally beat the shit out of him?
People are fucked.
You know, they always say, like, when you go to, like, the parties and clubs and festivals, like, when you're a woman, to, like, protect your drink, cover your drink, get a drink sleeve, don't accept drinks from strangers or everything, because of, obviously, like, you know, date rape and everything and stuff like that. But, like, bro, nowadays...
It can happen to anyone.
Even if you're a guy, you gotta watch your drink. You gotta be careful. Someone may want to drug and just rob you or beat the shit out of you. So it's like, no matter who you are, you gotta be careful.
Everybody has to be careful. Like there are literally sick people in this world.
Literally, disgusting.
We literally can't have nice things anymore. Like we can't enjoy our fun. Like, and yeah, like as someone, and I know I said it was weird before, like going somewhere by yourself, but not only is it like a little bit what's the word?
Unsafe?
No, abnormal, but it's like you also have to think about your safety. Like yes, like I didn't even think about like, oh, he's going by himself, like maybe he should be careful. Like I don't know, because
I feel like most women are already like, I would never go by myself. Yes. I'm extremely careful because of obviously those concerns. Yeah. But like just because you're a guy doesn't mean you're invincible.
No, exactly.
Like you should still have your own valid concerns about safety.
For sure. Yeah. Yeah. Be safe out there, guys. Oh my god.
Literally.
I'm glad he's recovering, and they said that he's going to be fully recovered soon, but that's so scary. I hope.
Still broken wrist and a broken collarbone.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Wow.
Woo. Shit hit the fan.
Did. All right.
On to you.
On to me.